pieces of gear. And this is kind of going to like the loot council thing is if you're telling me things are upgrades, if you wait for 4 or 5 pieces of gear down the road, that piece of gear may actually be a DPS loss for you, but you just didn't take the time to sim yourself and figure out your stat weights. So we just gave you a piece of gear that realistically you're never going to wear.
Yeah, I understand.
So that's
Yeah,
kind
right
of
now
that's kind of why I'm trying to
version
go over
created
this with
like
people that don't know how to do this is because I'll be honest, there's not a lot of people in here right now. I want to see Queen Ashara on Mythic this tier. I would like to get Cutting Edge, but I want to see Queen Ashara on Mythic. However, if that's going to happen, we're going to have to work as a team, not as a solo unit, because it's going to be hell to go to push all those bosses over and over again. There'll be a point where we start saving lockouts. There will be a point where we may run heroic for the hopes that we can get one person a trinket upgrade. And I mean, there may be some stuff that, we're going to be doing on some of our raid nights to help out us as a whole and not just me, myself, and I. And that's what I want people to be on board with. We got stuck on opulence last year. I want to say a lot of that was due to people's personal responsibilities and not avoiding mechanics like they should have been. I don't want that to be an issue this tier at all. There's a lot of us that put in a lot of dedication to running Mythic Plus, working on gear outside of raid, stuff like that I don't want to be stuck on a boss this tier for very long, hopefully.
Is the raid team mostly the same as what it was last year?
Probably have like 6 new people.
Okay.
So it's new-ish, but I've personally gotten a pretty good feel from majority of the people that are on the raid team. So I think we have our DPS tonight for sure is better. I mean, our DPS this tier is better than our DPS last year, 100%.
Even help you guys out, to be honest.
So, I mean, I can tell you that flat out. Our DPS this tier is 100% better than last year, and our healers are the same. Our healers are very strong. We have a really shitty paladin tank, but their warrior tank carries the group, so.
No, it's actually the opposite. Hey, can I have some loot?
Can I have some loot? Yeah, there ain't gonna be none of that. But yeah, our healers are super strong. I mean, we have our same core 4 from last year with Cat, Sex Tank, Dirty, and Voodoo. And Voodoo's been pumping, Cat's been pumping, Sex been learning.
So who's our 5th?
It'll be our Druid Voss.
It would be me.
Especially since he has an off-spec DPS.
Yeah, man.
I can swap too, 100%. I feel comfortable with it.
Yeah, but sorry, double shaman's not the greatest. I'd rather have one of each class kind of thing. Like everybody brings different things to the table. So, all right.
Just putting it out there.
So that shows what's up.
We need a DPS more than we do another healer right now. Like most fights will probably go for a healer rather than 5.
Like so Queen, like Commander, we're gonna run 5 healers. Radiance, we're probably gonna run 4 healers. Behemoth will probably run 5 healers. Like it's gonna be flexing back and forth overall.
Something on your mind?
Yeah.
Ashvane, it depends on our DPS. So we run 4 or 5 healers. Like overall, I think 5 healers will be safer. However, if we can't beat DPS checks as far as like the coral spawning, because we have to make sure there's not more than 9 corals that spawn, I think, and if we can't get that
go both
down.
ways. Healers got to work to put theirs out as well.
Do what? Oh yeah,
healers. I mean, healers got to work to put theirs out well to keep up with me and Forest.
Yeah, so we have to.
Got to do there.
We have to find the happy medium among a lot of things. I mean, Gorgonzola, we might end up like having Macho or somebody like that Brewmaster tank because it might be easier for 3 tanks. It's just a matter of like when we get there, what we're gonna do. There'll be some trial and error, and there'll be some wiping, and there'll be lots of repair bills. But it's what it takes to kill bosses, right?
Indeed, I will be back in a few minutes.
It's fun. I actually have to run to the bathroom. We're gonna get started a little bit late tonight. It seems like because I need to run the bathroom and stuff, and I'll be right back.
Ooh, 435.
Try again, Jules.
What?
Oh, Jules invited me, but I was
Oh.
apparently not rude.
Alright, I'm back.
Have you started the group?
Yes. This is the group.
Just promote me then. I'll just use the RT.
Gonna run grab some ant potions real quick. I'll be right back.
Make sure you're paired. Everybody.
I will. Whole 11 gold to repair. It's kind of funny, like every piece that I've gotten on my warrior since I've started this X pack, well, this patch has been like indestructible. So her repair bills are kind of.
I should be here.
Do I need to bring for raid? Like, what are we not gonna have? I assume runes.
Fuck. Get off me. There we go. There it is, that one. Share to go to memes. God damn it. There.
Run world vein! Run world vein!
What did I... You're gonna have to summon me and Voodoo.
All I have is rank 2 World Vein at the moment, but if you want me to run it, I can. Even though it's horrible for Shadow Breeze.
Alright, we're gonna run normal first boss right quick. Kill trash and shit really fast. And it's gonna repeat, just rezone in if you have already zoned in before.
There we go. Alright, critics, let's get to work. I meant summoning.
Macho, Zalisto, did John need to log out and download RC Loot Council? Both of you.
So is that what it's turned into for Myth?
What do you mean?
Is that what we're? I mean, is that going to be used on everything, or is that what we're going to start using for Myth?
Any progressional rate. Heroic, because I can guarantee you we're going to run into walls and we'll go back and kill bosses on Heroic. So it will be used for anything that's our main raid, which is Tuesday and Thursday nights, and then if we are progressionally raiding Sunday night, it will be used as well. Now, there's going to be a time point that we'll start saving lockouts on Heroic to kill certain bosses because we don't need loot off of X bosses. And then we will probably always re-clear Mythic until, like, nothing is needed. But it will be used on any of our overnight main raids, Tuesday and Thursday, 100% of the time.
Look at this ugly train eye.
Thanks, Jules.
Damn, boy, that's savage. Week 1 Mythic Prog on your mage?
We're doing a normal run first.
Who still needs a summon? Besides the people that just got invited.
We can't even do Mythic Prog right now anyway.
I do, I'm thugged. Okay, I thought I got you good, but I'll get you.
Wait, sorry, so what are we doing normal for?
Just to show RC Loot Council.
RC Loot Council works because there's lots of people that have never used it. Zalisa, which pods do you want? I've messaged you like 3 times.
Ooh, residence locators to get rank 3 Wolfbane, huh?
Macho, can you go brew? No, pull.
Finally, I get a good Kotank.
Yo, I was trying to craft there.
I didn't choose to charge you.
Macho, dude, I thought you were 15.
Blame the gladiators.
It's not fucking Glad.
Zangier Gladiator.
Oh, I thought you meant Macho was Glad. I was like, nah,
Oh,
he didn't
no.
get that far yet, did he?
Kill the banner.
Okay, last call for pots. He's already saved.
Wait, we're doing normal?
Holy.
Is my cat on fire or what?
Yes.
Did you download it? Let's see. Zalisto, Macho. Did y'all download it and reload? Macho's probably tanking, so the answer is probably no. It says it's not installed.
What do you need? RC Loot Council?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Do you have it turned on, maybe? Turned off, maybe? Don't trick me, dude. I'm all the way back here. Fuck.
Pat's gonna come, so be prepared for that.
Is he on the server, Macho? I didn't think he was on our server. Could have sworn. So it wasn't that Druid healer the other day then. I want to hear Macho talking fucking Discord.
I want to hear more people talking Discord.
Yo, what's up, dude? How are you doing tonight?
Wait, never
I am
mind.
happy to hear
Take that
Shocky T's voice.
Take that statement back right now.
That requires work.
I still talk much, I'm sorry.
Talking on Discord is less work than typing it out.
Hell yeah.
I don't know about that.
Oh, fuck. I just clicked off the buff. I don't know what it was.
It was the one with the thing, you know? That one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking, to be honest.
No, Macho, I don't. But you need to figure out why your RC loot council is not working. Let me see if I need to reload my UI. Alright, so everybody right now, I want you to type RC config in /RC config.
RC space config.
Yeah.
You gotta spell right first.
They're on the main page. I would advise y'all to uncheck if it is checked auto pass trinkets, because if it doesn't show up for your actual loot spec in the dungeon journal, you automatically pass that. So I'm gonna tell y'all you might want to take that off. And then auto pass BOEs, because from tonight forward BOEs will go into loot council unless the person that looted it's an upgrade for them. So I did post in Raid Strats, the message has been pinned. The way that loot council is gonna work is gonna be decided, the officers and myself. So the officers, our leadership core is the loot council, so there are 4 of us right now. the loot, and then we're in normal right now, so y'all can kind of see like what's gonna pop up on your screen and everything else. This is just a dry run. It should go super fast. We're gonna lust on pull. Everybody does mechanics and shit correctly, but I'm trying to make sure everybody has it downloaded. So everybody gets the opportunity to see this, because from today on forward, we will be using this. Okay, so Spicy already has it downloaded, thank the fucking lord.
I used it last expansion, dude.
Now I'm gonna go in here, mastery looter, take out all the other officers and just make it where myself can decide. Hold on one sec. I'm just kidding.
Do we leave on auto pass for things we can't use?
Yeah, because that's auto gonna pass, like that should auto pass like plate gear that you're never gonna, you can't equip it anyways, kind of thing.
Is that the only one that should be checked? In that response option.
Yeah, so response option auto pass should be the only one that's gonna be checked, because like it'll, like I said, pass like if you're caught, that'll pass the other gear types. So I'm gonna do a ready check. I'm not gonna drop feast or anything like that yet. We don't need it for here. I'm not gonna even drop flask because we're gonna have to clear trash. But this will be more of a demonstrational purposes, so y'all can see what's gonna show up on your screen.
And who knows, I may get it upgraded offhand out of it. Because I have a shitty offhand right now.
Tricks and misdirect on Jules to pull.
Kira?
Thanks, Alisto.
You just put 2 markers. Still just need those.
I don't care.
Who's taking it first?
Yeah.
What?
Jules is taking first.
Jules is taking first.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You want me to lust now?
Yeah. Please be on the right side though, Dirty, if you're gonna play red. Jesus Christ.
I lag, dude.
He's lagging, he's lagging.
Oh, it's for real this time, because my
Ticket.
game froze.
Dirty's just freaking horsing across the damn room with poison into the damn front.
Dude, I couldn't see my character.
He was putting the stuff down so that they could clear their stacks early, you know?
Yeah.
It was meant to happen.
You take it.
Take it.
Can we just like, you tank it as long as you can survive and me taking it as long as I can survive and hope the
You want
boss
to try
dies
to
by
go
then?
10? Is that what you're saying?
I want to just go up, dude. I just want to like.
Do you want to try 10?
I mean, sure. It doesn't matter
try
for
10.
me. It sucks for you, because you're the one. But you're the one that can't be healed by per stack, right? Or does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
What? It just
dropped
fell
it on
off?
yourself, yeah. Because you did the javelin. It mistimed it sometimes.
You can solo tank this boss.
Not quite.
Did I really just get pain suppression?
If you
I
cast
did.
the javelin in the middle of it, it can fall off.
Oh my god. Alright, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter, you can tell whenever.
Yeah, also doing 10.
Oh, my pull is gonna drop, actually, just take it. Come here, baby, I'll save you.
Famous last words.
Help! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
Sex Tank's like dropping all sorts of cooldowns here. Yo, Cat instantly dropped Spirit Link on pole.
I didn't drop Spirit Link on pool. It just dropped it like.
I mean, healing side on pole.
Yeah, I did. Get it off cooldown.
I love you. Okay, don't just auto loot the boss, guys. Like, just let me explain something when you loot. Okay, so everybody loots. It should show up on your screen if you got gear and it's tradable. Do you want to trade such and such? You can then make the decision. Do you want to keep for yourself? You can now make the decision. Okay, this is an upgrade for me, so I'm going to keep it for myself. Or okay, this is, you know, maybe a minor upgrade or is not an upgrade for me, and you want to pass it to other people. So you make the decision there. Do you want to keep it? Yes or no? Yes.
I guess if it's not tradable, it won't pop up at all.
Right. If it's not tradable, it will not pop up.
Alright, because I just got a 425 trinket.
That's
It's not tradable.
And a socket.
Do you have a higher one, and have you equipped that higher one in both equipment?
No, I have a 400. 415 is the highest trinket I have.
Then yes, you cannot trade.
Okay.
Make
So
sure you
everybody's
move into both slots though.
Yeah, when you equip
I
it.
did.
Alright, so everybody's looted the boss, and now I'm gonna press this button. So you should have RC loot frame, and it should say BIS upgrade side grade, and you could just click the little bar. Pass, you know, whatever you click. I need to change that blue color for sure.
Let me know if that note worked. I want to try that out too.
Okay. Nobody wants the bracers. Cool. Sex.
What was that?
Okay. Okay, so then we can go in here, and we as officers now can vote to like who gets it, all that sort of stuff. And then I have like this cool little voting frame that I can award pieces of gear from on my side. So Shadani is getting the chess piece, so it should pop up there. Now, who wasn't that yours, Maury?
Yeah.
Did it send you a tell saying like trade this to so and so?
It's a little text box, so yeah, it does
Okay.
work.
All right. And then
I swear, if he disenchants this, though, I'm pissed.
I actually didn't get an option to pass or select anything like that. Nothing came up for it. All I got was the voting frame window.
It says you did not respond in time, so it timed out after 30 seconds. So this one's gonna go to Craig's for disenchant. And then the final one. Wait, what? Ew, what the fuck? That's an int dagger, dog.
A mace?
Yeah, that mace is int.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Why can I not find you, Shadani? Where are you?
It doesn't tell me to. Oh wait, that's the Vamber's number. What does it say when you award it for disenchant? Oh, it does reward this.
When you go to trade and they open trade with you, you can it also like auto pull.
Yeah, it should
out of
auto
yours.
put it in.
And then it highlights it as trade.
So what you're
that's kinda
saying
cool.
is it's retard proof.
It should be.
And then did y'all Jules, did y'all get a message that said like so and so's traded this, or is that just me?
Just you.
Okay. Do you have the voting frame up? Somebody
Yeah, I
had
do.
Cat, Sex, do y'all have it up?
I don't have. I can see, yeah, but I didn't know.
You need to vote.
Which means you're actually gonna have to pay attention in raid now.
I fucking pay attention. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sex, is yours working?
Is what working?
Your voting frame?
The voting frame, yes, but
Okay,
as far as selecting when anything, I didn't have an option pop up to let me pass or select it.
The only thing that would be yours, well, it would have been the claw chest and the mace. You should have been able to see. I don't know. Then something, maybe reload your UI or something. Something screwed up.
I did not see mace either.
Oh, okay.
You can't equip a mace.
Mages
in the
can't?
top,
Okay, fair enough.
In the top left where it says the name of the item level, it says who actually looted it. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shocks looted the mace. Well, since he can't vote, then this will be. So Shocks, you should get a message, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. This is gonna work perfectly then.
So that's effectively how it's supposed to happen.
Disenchantment.
Hmm?
Rex didn't get the item for disenchantment. Where am I supposed to get
It's
that?
it's in my bag right now. I have to trade it to you.
Gotcha.
Like, so you get personal loot, it still loots into your bags for everybody. Like, everybody knows. It's still gonna loot into your bag, and then it's you trade this item to set. So I still have to give it to you, however, it's in my bags.
But as soon as you open trade with Ken, he'll get like a little chat bubble that pops up and says you're supposed to trade this thing, yes or no. You just hit yes, and it auto pulls it out of your bag, so you don't even have to.
So then I can close this, and loot is done. Sweet! Okay, I love this. This is pretty cool. This is gonna make it easy.
I like to kill mythic bosses.
Alright, so now I should be able to trade. Yes, perfect. And Junk should be here. I'm gonna message.
I'm gonna go back.
I'm having a bad feeling of deja vu.
You can boot more from the raid, I forgot to. Alright, Shiver Venom Relic, I'm coming for you. 455 Titan Forges.
Ow.
Never mind, I don't even need a Titan Forge, just Warforge for me. There we go.
Anyone have a Transvaal mount?
Help me summon more and I'll get on mine.
Ah, crap. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Are we in Row?
Ow. Somebody click.
Alright, Chunk said he should be on in 45 minutes, and that was 35 minutes ago, so hopefully we can throw trash and he'll be on.
The real question. Do we have logs for that first fight to see how good
I
my mate?
logged it, yes. It
Perfect.
will
Can
be
you post
posted
it?
at the end. It'll be. Yeah, I can post it later. Can I post it at the end of the night? I'm gonna have to
I'm
pull
good
up
with that.
Warcraft logs and all sorts of shit.
I'm
but
live
yes,
logging and I'll post it
Yes.
sometime.
I've got live logs running.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
posting mine
we need
now.
to summon. Me and Six need to summon. We went in and it's
Fridays, can you open? We'll get y'all at the bottom of the stairs.
Damn, Kyra with that legendary normal parse. Not a boy.
Yeah, did you
Pumping
see me?
where
He
it
didn't
matters.
fucking run out or anything. He just stood there and took it like a champ.
I got that debuff once, and I was like, yeah, maybe I can deal with it.
Yeah, it don't matter. Actually, I don't think it drops in normal, does it?
It did. I totally
Yeah, it
dropped
does.
it on like 4 people.
I just moved around it.
60 is the new quest line for the like storyline thing for the neck, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good storyline too. Already done.
I know, I'm excited for it. I don't want to get to it.
Yeah, Shaydani's like fucking 63 already. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop it. He is not. No way.
60 at least. Oh, he's 60 for sure, guaranteed. Oh, hey, Shaydani's running rank 3 World Vein, guys. If y'all are running it as ranged.
Oh yeah, and this is a serious question. Which range are running World Vein? Because if we have a certain amount, then other people who have it.
Shay's running rank
Everyone
3.
should just run it at this point.
I don't think any of our healers are running it.
No, I'm not at least.
Running what?
World Vein
Rank
rank
3
3.
World Vein.
Most people are running Flame Minor, it looks like.
Yeah. And I am scammed out of having rank 3 on that. Yeah, it is horrible for Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest doesn't like main stat, but lots of people do. I'm getting me some BOE.
Great, Maury's back.
What's up, my dude?
You know who I missed last night in our Waycrest?
Shout out to
Tyra?
you. Oh wait, I was there. Never mind.
Maury.
True, dude. I wish he would have come. That would have been. It would have been fun to have him. I'd say. I gotta be honest though. I don't know. Getting ditched like that. If you know, I want to try to rely on him for that in the future.
Oh, he's usually good.
All right, I'll have to take your word for it, I suppose.
Banner.
Another banner.
Trash has a hell of a lot of HP.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Is just going down very slow.
Mythico.
The toxic volley or whatever out the Venom Watchers need to be interrupted.
The Venom Bomb.
No, there's one that applies a dot, I think. Is it the... Okay, yeah, it's the ball.
There's one they cast that can be interrupted, the Venom Bomb, and then there's a Frostbolt that they cast that can't be
Toxic
interrupted.
Bolt is interruptible. And Bolt Volley, I just saw too. I'm glad y'all have good spirit.
Did you make that a macro?
What?
Your revival and the emote?
No.
You should have.
It honestly looked like it was like revival and instant laugh.
No wait.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fine. Whatever.
Dude, this is easy. Just pull it off.
Just pull
Yeah.
it and we'll pop less
Just
and we
less
can reset
it.
the
Yeah,
boss.
exactly.
True. I like
No,
it.
we're gonna wait.
Oh, no.
Man.
Jules is tired of dying with these horrible strategies.
Oh, I'm sorry, my finger slipped.
Y'all underestimate Mythic.
I didn't do it.
The
And
Venom
we did
Watchers. X and Skull need to be interrupted.
It's all fun and games till we're wiping on trash.
Yo, we did that in fucking normal.
It's not a wipe.
And we'll do it in Mythic. You remember Battle of Dazar'alor?
Oof, where's that revival now, Voodoo?
Yeah. Where's your revival now?
Don't have it. Look at the numbers.
Yeah, I see it's on cooldown.
100K.
Yo, Woozy's fucking pumping.
What?
It's the first time I've seen a warrior that high up the DPS charts. What?
It's good you've never let me
Warrior's
DPS.
really good this batch, yeah.
Played arms.
It's good you
Hey,
never
look,
let
we
me
didn't die.
DPS.
Nobody died.
Alright, resetting boss.
Are we gonna kill the rest of this trash while we wait, or?
Cool.
Explain some of
It's gonna
the
take
fight.
20 minutes to explain, so.
Do we know that he's even coming?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he works Thursday, so he gets here a little later.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Or
so
late.
sorry. Are you good, Kat? Can I talk?
Yeah.
Okay. Overall fight is 100% exactly the same as heroic. So all the inversions, switch to portals, all of okay, sorry, I was turning off push to talk because I'm tired of pushing my button. All of the stacks are the same. You want to clear around 4 to 5 stacks. The only difference in Mythic is every 25 seconds, the boss will add an additional Chimera stack, Chimera mark, which is one of the stacks that you get. So it is completely unavoidable. It's just automatically gonna happen. This forces us to reset our stacks. Frost, because Frost debuff is a magic damage, and we're running 5 healers for this, so hopefully people don't die. You can probably safely wait till 5 stacks, maybe 7 stacks, anywhere between 5 and 7. Toxic, however, it reduces the healing that you receive, so you want to make sure you're always resetting your toxic like 6 at the latest, because it's 5% reduced healing per stack that you have. So at 6 stacks, you're getting 30% reduced healing. The overflow has to be soaked, which is like the circle that you like move to range. The reason that we've been having all of range stack up is because the overflow soak safely needs to be soaked by 3 to 4 different people. So y'all need to make sure you're stacking. I can't put a marker over one person or the other because the markers are going to change. They could end up on the same side. So you just need to range stack up in a group, please, to make it easier for whoever gets it. Players with a very large with the immunity, so are my ages, technically Dirty, me. If you have Turtle up, you can actually immune it, so you can blink out and soak it by yourself, but just make sure you have your immunity if you're gonna make that decision to do it. I leave it up to all of y'all to decide if you're doing it yourself
Please
or not.
call it out too, because otherwise we're gonna follow you.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get a bunch of poison
Yes.
stacks, whatever, as we try and.
Y'all shouldn't have to move. If somebody moves away, then they're making the decision that they're going to do it. So if you see somebody leave, then they are either killing themselves or keeping themselves alive with their immunity. So range stay stacked. If somebody leaves, you are under the assumption that they are using an immunity. If they die, that's on them. Make sense?
Okay.
There is a 6-minute enrage timer. However, I think our heroic kill took like 3.5 minutes, so I'm not really worried about us hitting a 6-minute enrage timer on Mythic. We will pop Lust after everybody gets situated off the start, so I would imagine, Kat, you're gonna do that. But let's kill a little bit of trash. I hopefully he shows up here very shortly. I tried to message him and he hasn't messaged me back yet, so let's kill a couple trash bags.
Despawned.
Pop lust.
That's just one.
Well, I mean, you sighed like it was like a whole pack, so...
Because I thought we were pulling one at a time. Until you pulled like the whole pack.
What? Oh my god, this is not real right now, is it?
Like I said, don't joke about Mythic and then people do shit like this.
Okay, let your tanks pull at least. Alright, you can revival the next one, Voodoo, if you need to.
Yeah, I can revive this.
My goal is, oh, and by the way, for Mythic progression, we are gonna go this boss, and then Radiance, and then Behemoth is gonna be our pack. So if you're thinking of like coining Behemoth or something like that, just pre-update, that is gonna be the third boss. So we're gonna try to kill on Mythic. It's not gonna be the second heroic. For the reasons of, I think Radiance is easier than Behemoth when it comes to Mythic. Let's pull boss and reset list.
For Queen Ashara!
Yo, I just saw a cheat death proc. Yeah, Junk does get off a little bit later on Tuesday nights though, guys, or Thursday nights. Just depends on what we're doing. Okay, so people that don't like, I actually have 3 people asking now. Your stacks. So you're gonna get a debuff. It's either gonna be a toxic debuff or it's gonna be a frost debuff. So there's 2 different portions of it. If you have the toxic debuff, because there's 2 different mechanics you have to worry about. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. There's a stacking portion to that debuff that stacks up over time, that will continuously put some type of like, the frost reduces your movement speed and inflicts X amount of damage to you every second, stacking multiple times, or the toxic one is reduces the healing you receive and does X amount of damage to you per second, stacking however many times you have the stack. So what you're going to do is, with inversion, it's really nice because the frost portals and the toxic portals change positions. So when you see your stacks of that debuff, toxic or frost, you take, you just do a little dip into the opposite color, or the opposite flavor, and reset your stacks. So, but the other portion of that mechanic is you're gonna have your extra power bar, or your whatever it's called, is going to either fill up or and you have to deplete that. So the reason, if you have the frost debuff and you stand still, your extra power button fills, your extra power bar fills up. If it hits 100%, you're frozen and disoriented for like 8 seconds. So to combat that, what you want to do is you want to move around. All you have to do is like jiggle, you know, side to side, something like that. You just a little bit, and it stacks up rather slow. It's not like super fast. Now, on the other hand, if you have the toxic debuff, what's going to happen is you're going to have a bar that the more you move, increases. So think of Tol'Degor last boss, when you move and your bar, like you know, and you get the bar that it finally stuns yourself. It's exactly how the toxic bar works. So you just want to move, plant yourself, let your bar deplete a little bit, move, plant yourself, let your bar deplete a little bit, and never get it to 100%, or you're gonna be disoriented for 8 seconds or something. I think if you have immunities, you can immune yourself out of this.
Oh my god.
These fucking brutes are gonna hurt. Immune yourself out of it so you don't take the damage. However, I'm pretty sure on Mythic and Heroic, whenever you get the full stack duration, you actually drop a puddle on your immediate feet too that requires you to be healed because you're standing in this shit. Does that make sense to the people that had questions for me?
So when the inversion happens, your color swaps and then it swaps back. Is that normal?
So only 33% of the raid's colors will actually swap, and it is only a 4-second swap, and then it will switch back to your original color. So that's why when inversion's about to come, I say, hey, spread out, because the inverged, I mean, that's a made up word, but the inverged person is going to be rooted in place, so you have to move away from them because they can't move away from you. So we want to pre-spread it, inversion, because, and then yes, you will change colors and then you will change back, and that's just why we're pre-spreading.
So technically during the inversion your stacks reset, right? Like they drop to 0 itself?
No, only if you come in contact with the other one, the other flavor. Inverged, yeah, that sounds legit, right?
The invertee.
Oh, what is that
Who
toy?
got the
Nice.
toy? Yo,
Oh,
Loot Council, the toy?
It
yeah,
didn't
for
pop
real.
up, sorry.
Scammed again.
I have that toy too, Craddox.
Same.
Does that make sense, Dirty, for the inversion?
I already actually have it on.
I'm 99% sure, I'm 95% sure that inversion happens when the boss's energy bar gets to 100%.
We got less
So-
pull it.
Yeah, you can lust. So that kind of will give everybody a like standpoint of like when to expect inversion to come out. I will call it as to the best of my abilities. This is kind of, what's up, John? It's kind of, did you download RC Loot Council, or yeah, already?
I've always had it, but yeah.
Okay, just make sure it's enabled if you don't mind, please. Everybody else is for sure.
Once I get in, show.
Okay. Does that answer your question, Dirty?
Yeah, kinda.
Kind of. But okay, so I'm gonna call it spread. I'm gonna call it all that sort of stuff. You're on your own for your own stacks. If I see somebody at like 9 stacks, you will be called out. But you know, let's start taking care of our own business. Less Discord communication, the better off we probably are. So.
I think I had it.
So when I reset my stacks, I just go in like a frost portal thing. I mean, if I have Venom stacks, I go in a frost portal. Okay.
Yeah.
Soothe it.
How does it look like, the portal?
It's just a little pool on the ground, dog.
A pool or a portal?
Yeah.
Dude, like, have you not done this fight like 3 times with us?
He doesn't
It's
pay
the
attention,
same
dude.
thing. It is legitimately
heals.
the same thing.
Yeah, so it's a little pool on the ground, or technically you can run in contact with some other person that's opposite color, but it's easier if you just run into the pool when they switch with inversions.
Is it called RC Loot?
RC Loot, no
RC Loot
space.
Council, one word, yeah.
When you do run into it, it's going to show that color. It doesn't mean you switch. So don't instantly run to the other side.
Yeah.
We're dropping the stacks at 4 to 5, yeah?
Yeah, 4 to 5.
Yeah, so toxic for sure. You can also, when she does the barrage thing that she shoots out spikes and shit, you can technically reset your stacks on that as well. I mean, there's multiple different things that can reset your stacks on this fight. Just know, yes, if Frost goes on the Frost side, well, you're shit out of luck trying to reset your stacks on Toxic, you know? Yeah, it's whatever. But if Toxic is on your side and you want to reset your stacks, then you can do it kind of through there. How it, like, just, you know, hopefully that makes sense. And I think we have enough healers that we shouldn't worry about people blowing up everybody.
Though it's worth considering. people knowing that whenever you swap your stacks, you're going to be nuking the raid, so just keep that in mind.
Everybody does 7k damage each for like 4 seconds, so I mean we do have like 300k HP, so I don't think like 7k for 4 seconds is that big, but if we're all doing it at the same time, which I highly doubt actually happens, it should be okay. There is a feast and cauldron up.
Have y'all pulled it all?
No.
No,
Okay,
we were just doing trash.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Well, we did normal so people could see what RC Loot Council looks like and what to expect with it, so we already killed this boss on normal.
And we also just finished clearing all the trash, so it's not like that was totally worthless either.
Gotcha.
We got 8
really go back to the old school stuff, the EPG one, and minus some 50 DKP.
God,
That's a 50 DKP minus.
No, I don't want
more
to keep
dots.
a spreadsheet, please.
Dude, you just download an add-on.
No.
I did it by hand back in the day.
Fuck yeah.
So as far as making sure it's enabled, it's just in general and it's active, right? That's all I need to do.
I'll check and make sure it's enabled right now. Just give me a second. Everybody has it enabled, including you, Junk, so we should be good to go.
Okay.
Alright, do we need to reset boss one more time for less? So just go ahead and reset it real quick, just to make sure.
I think this boss auto resets everybody because it hits you with the thing.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Okay. So, let's have some fun, boys and girls.
So I'll pop a transcendence out just so I can taunt out if we need to.
Sorry for the warlocks. May I get soulstones? I missed it while it was out.
Hellstones, rebuffs. Junk. The only difference is every 25 seconds the boss automatically will apply 1 stack of Chimera Mark to you, so you're gonna have to reset sooner or later. That's the only difference on Mythic. And if you get the overflow, the big circle that you have to drop your puddle, you want to stack with range because you need to split it with 3 to 4 other people. However, if you have like Nether Walk, technically you can Nether Walk it before it goes off, and you don't have to worry about soaking. It's under the assumption that if you run away, you are immuning it yourself, and that nobody has to worry about it. If you run and you die, it's on you.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. And I have open mic open, so if I sigh, pre-warning, sorry.
Trigger already.
Tricks taking it first, Jules.
Yeah, Tricks and misdirected. Jules.
5, 4.
Let's pump this boss,
3,
boys.
0
Pre-pod.
at the start.
1.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna taunt here in a second. Taunting.
Stack.
No, he runs out. He's doing it all. We asked that.
Well, nobody's stacked anyways.
Yeah,
ran out.
Range and melee need to stack. Or range, I'm sorry, stack. I'm dropping mine.
You have 5 stacks.
It's okay if he's frost, it doesn't matter. What is Shaydani?
I just used my rally.
Okay.
Take it.
Taunting, yep.
Can somebody pull the javelin out for me?
Spread.
Thank you.
Pop rally, Jules.
Sorry.
It's okay. Barrage.
Ross, you get on the other side.
That was spicy. That was spicy.
Yeah, that was my fault. I shouldn't have.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Oh, we're
Alright.
wiping. We should just
Yeah, we're wiping.
vanish it.
Okay, so that was like definitely Barrage that just killed a bunch of people. So if you're melee, and I know this like sucks for y'all, do you want to take a couple steps back from the boss?
That's
And
what I
it-
generally do.
Yeah, it will give you a little bit of like area for you to move into, excuse me, where Crystal just came out, if that makes sense. So one shoots out at the start, then you move into that hole that was created by that one, and you can technically go back and start DPSing the boss. That was definitely a barrage damage there overall. So
Just remember, guys, it's a 6-minute enrage. The bigger part is not overlapping the splash damage. 'Cause like Andy said, it's not a ton of damage going out, but if everybody gets hit at the same time, that's 5 times by 7,000 damage. It's now 42,000 damage a second.
like there was like 4 or 5 melee that got hit by that, so you're gonna pulse the whole raid and kill us. So we gotta be really careful about the barrages, especially melee wise.
If we can pull on pull timer, that'd be good.
Do we pull early?
Yeah, like 2 seconds at a time.
Is there a beast?
I'm not slamming and just.
One. I always pre-pot at 3, so.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, just good first pull overall. Just pay attention to barrages. Is Zalisto?
Yeah, I just need to eat.
Okay.
And you're starting back at where we're starting at right here,
Yeah,
right?
the boss should start like right here, roughly, when he turns it around. I would say Sun Skull-ish. I don't go that far
3,
back, Jules, maybe.
2,
Yeah.
Can I get fort buff?
Just gotta throw around like that.
Positions. Kira, you're already at 6 stacks, bud. Go ahead and reset reset yours during inversion. Take her. Dodge, melee step back. I'm trying to come back, Jules.
Fine.
Taunting. You're gonna stack soon. Yeah, not bad.
It's okay. She did that javelin, so.
Inversion, spread. Barrage, spread. Don't get hits.
Hunter, whose server's on this? Thank you, bro.
Hey, Jules, you're at 9 stacks, so you just hit Frost, or you hit Toxic.
To be clear, it's range. Are range supposed to be stacking on melee?
No,
Well, we're supposed to be in our own stack out at a range, correct?
Range should be
dead.
here. Just die.
If you're
I think I
asking
got
on
the
that
most
3-1,
stacks out of everyone, and I'm not 100% sure why.
You got them like within 10 seconds of the fight. You had 6 stacks already.
And then I hit 7 stacks again really quickly.
so whoever came to help ran through 2 ice puddles, which means you're now doing ticking AoE to come
And I
jump
think it
in the
extends.
puddle beside us, and it extends to us. So now we're doing ticking AoE.
So
It might help to I see a lot of people positioned like where the boss stands as opposed to where the boss is going to be at the start. So it might help to like group up around here where you know it's going to be instead of where the boss is standing right now.
Yeah. You can mark me if you want and stand on.
I don't think anybody's crying voodoo. We're just saying like on those ones where we can do better.
I'm definitely crying. He hit it on the head there for me.
That's for everybody every time.
So
I got a different one for a single target res too.
overall, like, don't get hit by the opposite color unless you're needed to drop your stacks. Like, super important overall. Like, let's see, I don't even know if that like goes into your damage done.
That's sorry. Could you repeat that? That's how you have to drop stacks if you need to drop stacks.
The only way you drop stacks is hitting your opposite color. I mean, that's just what I'm gonna call it. Like, but when we have inversion, when you swap, they're gonna do damage. So I mean, we'll do rallies on inversion. Jules, you'll rally first. It's really hard for us to drop like Spirit Links or anything. So boss, let's do Tranquility and Jules' rally on the first inversion. Okay.
Hey,
let's try to make it past that.
Quick question for you, can we? Mm-hmm. Are we doing anything specific with those spears, or are we just letting them hit whoever they hit?
We're just letting them
I've seen
whoever we
strats
hit.
where melee soaks it.
You can't have a melee of the same color soak it, but they will, if done improperly, mix with all of the melee of the opposite color, if that makes sense. So
yep,
it's
definitely
easier,
does. I just wasn't sure.
It's easier to let a toxic person to take a toxic dart and then we just get it out than having a frost person try to, you know, run over or whatever. In my opinion, it's gonna be a little bit more damage to have that happen, but
okay, sounds good.
So you can stay spread at the start, roughly. Can we get a Warlock portal from one side to the other at the start, please, as well?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoever that mage is that has frost, Shay. Poor guy. Wasted his combustion doing lust.
Good.
You also get stacks from being inside the overflow when it drops as well. So range is gonna have to reset their stacks more often. It's just the way it's gonna work. Okay,
is there
Barrage.
a certain number we should drop stacks at?
4 to 5 roughly.
Okay.
That's my bad. Okay, so that is gonna do toxic damage, and then you are gonna get it out. So there's gonna be somebody that takes toxic damage over there. Just get it out of them.
Take it.
Melee, I'm gonna have to go past. Just be careful. Inversion, rally, Jules, and Trank. It's perfect. Nobody did any damage here. It's great. Great. Barrage, make sure you don't get hit. I'm dropping my pool.
Whoever's Frost who keeps shifting left, who the fuck is that? Dirty. Get
Take it.
Okay, let's see. Shaydani is at high still. Why is anybody over 7 stacks right now? I mean, you're gonna kill us if you reset, so. But... Pull is dropping. Javelin. Like, guys, how are we getting to 9 stacks?
People aren't resetting their...
Like, do we need to find a weak aura that tracks your stacks for you?
Well, the weak aura that we got in the first place for this whole, like, raid, it shows how many stacks you have. Or at least for mine it does.
There's still, like, people at 9, 10, 11 stacks. Like, I don't understand.
Critics, you can stand in the goop to die faster.
Just wanted to get 1% lower than last wave.
Frog.
It'll get easier, dirty, as we get better at it. It's just like you saw in that one transition where we did it actually like really flawlessly. We didn't take any damage and didn't really need any big cooldowns. But then it's like people getting swapped to their sides without then running past a bunch of people and adding damage.
Like, that inversion
So,
was
like,
done
get
completely
easier.
perfect. Like, the one, like, we took maybe one person splash damage, but that was it. Like, that was done flawlessly. And then, like,
which
we have
opened
some
up
that are-
my ability to actually drop my stacks at a lower number because I didn't have to worry about a trillion explosions going off. So yeah, it all kind of comes.
I mean, I don't know, like, because you're taking stacking debuffs, and if you're at 7 stacks, you're taking, I'm gonna guesstimate here. Actually, I can tell you exactly how much you're taking.
Well, didn't you say that melee, if you're in the hitbox or whatever, is supposed to get stacks too?
If you're inside the overflow or the overpower, whenever it goes off, you will get
Oh,
stacks from that as well. From soaking.
So something with that I feel like I know what you said, but I'm not sure that it's either happening or I'm misunderstanding. So the melee, when they get it, are supposed to come out to the ranged group. Is that correct?
They should be, yes.
Okay.
I think it's safer to. Melee could necessarily just stay in melee because we're moving the boss. It's not like we're trying to keep the boss stationary, so each time a pull is dropped, we can just move the boss backwards. And that will save them time moving away. Which isn't a bad thing, and that'll also help not put a shitload of stacks on range over and over again, so y'all should be able to stand still and do more casting. So we can do that. Melee can just stay in melee for the overpower and let it drop on themselves.
Assuming there's enough with that color. Which is what, 3 or 4?
3 to 4. There seems to be a pretty even split. Tanks get split evenly, healers get split evenly, or DPS get split evenly as well. So right now, with 5 healers, 3 healers are going one way, 2 healers are going the other way, kind of thing, all the way down the list. So, but Frostmark, I'm just gonna use Sex Tank as an example. He took 1.7 million damage from Frostmark. I don't even know how many stacks you have, but that continuously stacks up. So at 1 stack, you're going to take 7k damage per second. Then at 2 stacks, you're taking 11k damage per second. So if you're at 7 stacks, you're taking 49k damage every second. It's not like every 2 seconds, it's every second. So you have to reset your stacks. I guess.
It's got to be more vigilant about our stacks, for sure.
Yeah, the weak aura says that I have 3. I think the highest I saw was 6 stacks, but I was averaging I'm usually around 3 stacks.
Yeah, well, let's try this a couple more times, and then if not, we'll go to a different strategy that I've heard about too as well, where we set our stacks extremely low. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry.
This guy's fucking spamming ready checks, yo. What the fuck?
Yeah, I have a My F5 is a little toggle wheel of which direction I move my
5,
mouse, whether or not it what it
4,
does.
3, 2, 1.
Yo, Shay. Taunting. Okay, range should be stacked on those. They're both on ranged. Okay, Woozy's at 5 stacks. Woozy reset. Cycle's at 5 stacks. Reset. Taunt. Barrier here. If you're high, you can reset. If you're low, don't take it, please. Thug, you're at 5 stacks. More, you're at 5.
And pull the spear.
Take it.
Inversion, spread. Spread, 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 spread. Rush. Dropping my pool. Who's just running around with marks?
Take it.
Jesus.
That was me, yeah.
That happened quick, man. Fuck.
Okay, if you... Okay, so once the fight is pulled and you get your toxic or your frost mark, your mark will never permanently change throughout the rest of the fight. Now, if you come in contact with another one, DBM is changing icons or something over your head. So don't like freak out. Whatever mark you had at the start is whatever mark permanently you're gonna finish with the whole fight. So I see people like running around, running back and forth. Like just stay spread. If your mark changes during like inversion, or if you run into a poison puddle when you're frost, your mark will change. You will AoE do AoE damage and stuff, but don't freak out and think you need to go to the other side, because if you go to the other side, you're just gonna come in contact with all of them when you change back and pulse everybody else. So like if you're just continuously running back and forth from side to side of the boss, you're doing massive amounts of AoE damage to us.
But what about inversion?
Yeah, inversion is what is going to actually change your thing to where you're gonna have to switch sides potentially.
Inversion
Not
does
everybody, but some people.
Inversion does not. It will change your mark for,
No.
but not
Yeah,
permanently.
I definitely had to switch mid-fight, and I definitely stayed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
inversion
went
will
from-
change it
I went from
permanently.
Classic to Frost for sure.
So
Like I'm watching my debuffs.
Just like, don't run around if you don't need.
Don't go by the mark on top of your head. Just go by
Yeah,
your
because when you
actual
come in contact, it'll change your mark. So if inversion switches your mark, I'm not lucky enough to be one of y'all lucky DPS to get switched all the time. But if inversion switches your mark, then okay, you change sides. But if it is just because you came in contact with whatever other flavor it is, don't panic.
It's just dropping stacks isn't going to change your mark. It's just going to drop your stats.
What Woozy said is also true. If you get inversion and your mark changes, you will be rooted first.
4 seconds, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's a good indicator. If you get rooted and can't move, then you know your mark change.
Yeah, what Woozy just said. I mean, does that make sense overall?
Absolutely.
Kind of fucked up my explanation, but he's clear.
Kind of, but how are
Yeah, it
we
makes sense.
dropping stacks without switching sides for a second?
Because
The stuff that you do to
inversion
drop stacks
switches
isn't-
the pools, or you come in contact with a barrage spear that's coming off of the boss. Like those can drop your stacks as well.
Right, but then you're calling out people to drop their stacks.
Yeah, basically, what Canway was saying is like when you have 5, be ready to swap your stacks just as soon as inversion hits or the barrage.
Yeah,
But
like
You just step in
at
a
the
pool opposite of what you
same-
have. Just
At the
in
same
and
point too, if you're like the first 2 people he's calling out, try and think about what you're doing mechanics wise, that you're one of the only 2 people that have the first stacks that high. So just improve upon it for next time, because again, if everybody's soaking, then we should all be getting those extra stacks
Yeah, I
out of the
think
puddle on the soak.
There was only one other person on me for the soak, and that's the reason we had 2 people that high.
can be, I mean, that can be understandable if other people aren't doing mechanic. Realistically, if you don't do mechanic A, you screw over other people for mechanic B or C down the road. So, like, we have to follow the train order.
I think it would be beneficial if range stacked a little tighter than they are, and that's both sides.
Okay.
Or way spread out. It's confusing.
Hold on, don't pull, don't pre-pot. Let's see.
Bird up.
I think these are far enough apart that every other shit drop should be on a marker. Does that make sense? So overflow for range, y'all stack here. Shit drops, y'all move over. You should be out of it. Then shit drops here, you move over. You should be out of it. You should be on like the edge of it every single time. So we're saving room as well. Does that make sense overall? Does that help out, you think?
Yeah, so they're stack points until they're dangerous.
Yeah, I mean overall there can be stack points until they're dangerous. If you have inversion, the poison one's shitty, so like warlocks try to put down portals so that a poison one can go across. It probably actually, if you take the portal, it comes in contact with frost and blows up, so that's probably not a greatest idea. You're just gonna have to work your way around the backside of the boss. The best place for you to work from reversions if you're trying to switch sides is always going to be behind the boss, not in front of it, because the tanks are going to be moving around in front to drop their pulls. I don't know what raid marker I didn't use, but
5,
just continue
4,
after star.
3,
It's pretty self-explanatory from there.
1.
Okay, I'm taunting. Okay, perfect. Now range is gonna stack right next to that portal. Puddle, pool, whatever you want to call it. Sorry. We've lost. You're at 7 stacks. You need to reset. Zelisa, you're at 5. I'm dropping my pool. Barrage. Don't get hit.
I thought you said get hit if we needed.
If you need to clear, but not like overall, don't get hits. As are like just. Jules, you need to reset your stacks because you have healing buff. Inversion spread. Okay, there you go. You're rooted. Those people are gonna change sides. Wow. Don't pulse. Pop rally. 6.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's not working.
Need to make this weak or bigger.
You guys, I've watched this happen a couple times. If there's an inversion, it's awesome that we're spreading and we're not getting it on the inversion, but your job isn't done there if you got swapped. So there's still going to be people staying there. You can't just tunnel to the other side and just run through like a swath of people. You have to pay attention because you're going to be a poison, like one of 2 poisons or one of 2 frosts on the opposite side, and everybody else is going to be color-coded against you. So you can't just beeline it to the other side. You have to actually run around them because they're going to not move around you. They're on the correct side.
Sorry, I'm looking at something. This.
If we run into
The pulse range is a full. The pulse range is a full area, Dirty. It's very big.
Whole area?
Yeah, it's like 25 yards at least, if not 30.
If you run into another opposite person, does that pulse?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't do it, but I was just curious if that's what happens.
Yeah.
We know you did it, bro. Come on.
I did not. Because I am much better than.
So each time
Hey, man,
that
check
we
my
explode, you do 9k damage every second to all players for 3 seconds each time you come in contact. So if you can imagine, everybody's taking frost marks damage, everybody's taking toxic brand damage, then 3 or 4 people are getting hit by barrage and doing 9k damage. I mean, as a raid, we're taking each person 50 or 60k damage per second. It's a lot to ask our healers to heal through. I know they're great, they're amazing, but it's gotta play smart. Gotta play dropping your stacks. Like, if you see everybody low, like hopefully everybody plays with ray frames open on their screen. If you see everybody low and you're at like 8 or 9, God forbid you're at 8 or 9 stacks, like don't drop your stacks. Wait until people get healthy and then you're dropping it. Like,
I even see on myself if I get around 6. The hardness to heal myself, much less everybody else if they're that high up.
yeah, like toxic is very bad the higher you get because it's 5% per stack that you can't get heals. So healers are pumping mana into you, and they're getting like maybe if you're at 6 stacks, they're getting 70% of their actual healing to you because your stacks are so high, or 9 stacks or 8 stacks or whatever.
You should be dropping at 4 anyway if people are healthy. Like, I don't see a reason to wait if you see a ice close to you.
If you see an opportunity, you can drop early. Now, I don't want 80 million people dropping early. I mean,
people just need to be aware.
Is unstable mixture the thing that is
the
the dot?
pulse.
Oh, the pulse. Okay.
When you come in contact with the other flavor, it's the pulse. So like we took, I don't even know how much damage from unstable mixture.
Well, I was looking at damage taken, and like obviously you and Jules were at top, but then we got 3 healers that are at the top as well, and
yeah.
I was just curious what was doing what.
Theirs is marks by the looks of it. Unstable mixture is Ilnut Shit, Kratik, Shaydani, Kira, myself. Like, and our healers are actually at the bottom of that list overall. Like, our shamans are really far down. So, I mean, I think, yes, there is some type of range of 25 yards or something coming in contact with it. So, I don't know if we... Let's try a couple more pulls this way, and then I may change completely how we're going to do this. Dirty.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For Queen Ashara!
So someone is on the wrong side.
Hold on.
Jesus.
I'm already at. Jules, can you come give me a kiss? I'm gonna drop my stacks and stacks. Where are you 5 stacks?
I'm waiting for you to go.
Trank here. Boss, you already did. I've already used all y'all's healing cooldowns.
Take it. We have a bunch of people at 6 stacks.
Cryodex, you're at 8. Inversion spread. Just die. Oh, I killed boss. Sorry, dog.
What?
I killed you with my unstable mixture, I think.
We were dying at the end, so it doesn't matter. You said you wanted me to trank on the barrage or the inversion?
I was gonna have you trank Dan when we were all low, but you had already tranked and healing tide and everything else had already been.
Yeah, because the barrage kind of, I don't want to say inverts everybody, but it caused a lot of damage to go out. Yeah, it seems like we need a healing cooldown right there, so that's why I'm taking your piece for the reduced cooldown trank.
I'll start coming up with angry assignments here in a second. Do stuff.
If you want, I can hold off until inversion, but
okay, we're gonna try something different. Okay. Boss is never gonna move, Jules, so we're gonna have to drop our pools and shit on by the stairs, okay? Range DPS, you do not have permission to stack in range DPS anymore and drop your pool there. Always take it out to melee DPS. You do not stand under the boss and drop your pool. You always take it out to range DPS. Range DPS, if you get Toxic Brand from the start, you have all of Triangle side for y'all to stack up together. If you get Toxic Brand or Frost Mark from the start, you have Square side for y'all to stack up together. There are not going to be markers or anything like that. There will be a group that you stack up with as ranged. Me and Jules, y'all need to keep the stairs clear so me and Jules have places to go to drop our marks. If you need to reset your stacks, melee, you will either run out or get hit by barrage. Ranged, if you need to reset your stacks, you should never get hit by barrage. You should dip yourself into the opposite color pool that you're standing near once inversion goes off. I do not believe that any of us should be needing to drop our stacks unless you have really shitty RNG and you silk like 6 overpowers. Should have to be dropping their stacks before the first inversion. I do not think anybody should have to. I think people are getting hit by mechanics that they should not be getting hit by, and dropping their stacks too early or something like that. I don't think I'm gonna pay really close attention to like somebody that doesn't get hit until inversion and see what stacks we're at.
Question. Are you facing the boss this way, like looking at us, or
the boss is going to be faced towards the wall, so it's just going to turn straight around. So
Okay.
when we get knocked back when tanks get knocked back for the crushing doubt knockback, we will just get knocked into the wall. But the boss will never move, or should never move.
Okay. Got it.
Does that make sense? Yes. Melee has to move out to drop pools because this boss is going to be planted in place for however long until we kill it. So this gives you like a whole semicircle moon of a room to change sides. If you have toxic inversion to frost inversion or anything like that, you have this huge big room to move freely and drop your stuff. I feel like this is like at most y'all have room. So there's no excuse for you coming in contact with like a toxic to frost or anything while moving during inversion. Like you have this whole room. Yes,
we're pretty much keeping her where she is right now, more or less, and then dropping our stuff out right here.
Where's right here? I can't see you.
I'm the little dwarf.
No, we're dropping our stuff. Like if I pull, just taunt her out, please. This is what we're gonna use here. Like right
so
here.
Those corners on both sides?
Yeah, the corners.
Okay.
So like whoever's frost is gonna use this corner, whoever's poison is gonna use the other corner. Will be perfect because when inversion happens, then we can drop our stacks while running out and dropping puddles as well.
Okay.
Okay. Eat personal food, guys, please. Anybody have any questions about this? Okay, everybody's ready. You got her first.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That sucks. I'm dropping a pull, so you're gonna have to hold her
as soon as you get back.
Onto.
Ranged are hella far for melee to run out to.
Yeah.
Okay, range if you need to move in a little bit to help out melee, move in a little bit.
Tell me when to take her.
One more. Now, take her. Okay, barrage. Spread. Don't get hit. Perfect. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Javelin. Rally here, Jules. Okay, inversion, move away. And now this is y'all's opportunity. I'm fine.
Tell me when.
Now let people get healthy. Can you rally, Woozy?
That's a no. Take her.
Am I out of LS here, healers? Oof. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like that was really good. Everybody was at 4 stacks or less until the first inversion. Now, the first inversion is gonna come out. We're automatically during inversion.
I need to figure this out.
We're automatically gonna worry about the first inversion. There's gonna be people that change colors, right? So we're automatically gonna be taking damage. Don't clear your stacks until after inversion's done and we're healthy again. Did we use any healer cooldowns during that inversion? I see they're all still off cooldown, or have my stuff just reset?
It just resets. I used Healing Tide at the last inversion.
Okay.
Oh.
Voss, did you use Trank?
After.
After. Okay. Voodoo, Revival, win.
After, like when we started getting really.
Stacks, are you able to ramp at all?
Yeah, the first, I'm getting the, starting to get that down when to ramp.
All right, so let's see. We'll start making some notes here. Just give me 1 second, guys.
Are people actually understanding the inversion? Because everyone's like panic running around, and I don't think they're realizing you're just gonna change it.
Yeah, I was trying to dodge somebody and somebody ran right into me.
The back was cleared. It had inversion. The whole back clear was nice and clear going across.
Dirty, are you standing in melee range or are you in range? And I'm not like trying to flame you. I just need to know the answer.
I just stay in the middle generally, just enough to hit the boss and be in the middle.
Okay. Are you running? You're running Devo, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So far, Angry Summons, we've gotten to the first inversion. What we're gonna do is Jules is gonna rally, Dirty you're gonna Devo, and Voodoo you're gonna revival that first inversion. So please try to sit on your cooldowns, those cooldowns until that point. If we're dying before that, we'll figure something out. But at least y'all three try to sit on those cooldowns for me if you don't mind. I fixed it, didn't I? Is inversion spelled wrong? Inversion. Okay, that's spelled. Yeah, there's nothing coming out of inversion, so you still have time to move. You have time not to worry about a barrage or anything like that. That's kind of like a little lull that we can get the juices flowing again, get people healthy, and then people can start clearing their stacks. But that was really good.
How do you want to handle when she does the javelin in the middle? Because that's kind of what messed us up on that time. So like, you were going to drop off your stacks. I had it stacked up to 2. She did her javelin and wasn't hitting me enough, and I was gonna drop stacks.
If you have to, you just leap out and charge back in.
Well, I mean, she's gonna
Like,
follow me.
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like, you leap out and charge, get back in, and just I mean, melee
Just get her
should
back
know
in
you're
and try
on. Yeah. What side of the boss, and if I have to taunt and it, it taunts over the other side, then it's fine, kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean, we can let melee know, hey, we're moving the boss, kind of. Jules, I'm sure you're ready now. Boss, are you ready?
I'm logging back in. I'm good.
It's a fun boss fight, actually, though. I like it.
Yeah, I agree.
More ready check. Make sure.
Next time, if you don't mind, could you ready check to see if I'm ready for the ready check?
Well, I know some people relogged and stuff, so
just kidding, dude.
I don't want to pull a boss and let's wipe because of bad juju.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, right there.
Yeah, sorry, I pulled off of.
It's okay.
Okay, first extra mark is going out now. Taunt.
Try not to move early with this puddle.
Take her.
Barrage. Okay, Vaz, if you have to, Trink here. What the fuck? Res me, please.
Walloped.
Thank you. inversion.
Take her.
Yes. So realistically, Cat and Kale need to look at resetting your stacks right now.
Yeah, I was rooted from switching.
And I'm kind of fucked because I literally dropped a puddle right beside me when I died. It's a bad color. Okay, so boss, the need to work at dropping your stacks.
You ran out to the wrong group. Whoever just came out, that is.
I didn't run that in. I was already standing
Talking about the poison one.
Barrage. Yeah, I'm completely fucked with that shitty placement. You can reset it, looted. Have your thing out. Can you jump off the side? Nope. Just don't let me die, don't, please. Oh my god, Cat, really?
I was trying to get out.
Fucking wiping you while you're going down.
I put Spirit Link down. It doesn't.
So the spears, how does it work exactly? Like it chooses one person? Does it? But it is it like
it's opposite.
I got a
flavor.
toxic. Okay, it's always okay.
Yeah, it's always the opposite flavor.
Okay, and then is it safe for anybody to?
So then technically it's a toxic spear. So if a frost person, I don't know if no, because I pulled it out of Mori and I didn't take the damage from it. So I'm pretty sure anybody can get it out.
Okay, all right, roger.
Or I didn't pulse.
I didn't have the spear, so you pulled it.
No, that was a long time ago. Like
oh, a while ago.
Yeah, there was like 5 pulls that I pulled it out of you, and I didn't. So I'm pretty sure anybody can get it out. Healing is looking easier. Is it going easier? Y'all are looking.
Can't really say.
Easier. It's not as bad as it was at the beginning.
Room better as far as y'all having this much room to spread out. Is that helping?
Yeah, it is.
Because then huddled in the corner like we were.
Yeah, but you know, I'm having. Depending on what side, I have to move more towards the middle to reach the other side than being far.
Yeah. So.
If anybody's interested, probably many of you know it's out there, but there's a weak aura that basically whenever you go below a certain amount of health, maybe it's like 30% or something like that, it does like a sound and a big flash like, hey, use your health stone. So anybody who's like not using them at all, you should really get that.
DPM and stuff that does though. Even a weak aura. Alright, so like do more of a close stack for healers, let's say. Like when y'all start out frosting toxic, just kind of be like towards the center, because I do understand voodoo, like, you know, if y'all aren't in range for healing, then that sucks kind of thing. So start like here, and then I guess like make like a loop into the boss or something, kind of like it, yeah, y'all have more room, but like just think of conscious that y'all kind of want to stay grouped as well. Oh shit, my bad. I had somebody send me a tell and I was reading that instead of paying attention to what I should be. Here, just let me tank it off the start because I keep pulling off of you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Snap threat for a fucking win. Alright, taunt. Okay, dodge incoming here, so you're gonna take a couple steps back. Barrage. Don't get hit, melee. Hit me, please. Fuck this bitch.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
So if it's under 3 seconds and she casts an ability, we have to taunt swap, I guess, or you have to get out. We have to get out. One of the two.
Because she'll
Like
cast
now.
inversion or something and just won't get hit you. And stacks will probably take her.
Let's just keep playing with it. Inversion here. I'm gonna go more centralized, maybe. I'm resetting my stacks. Barrage. I'm dropping pulse. Ah, perfect. Yeah, so you'll recenter here, Jules, when you taunt.
When I take her.
Yeah. This is a good pull so far. Keep it up. Okay, now. Shock, you need to reset.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Macho, do the next highest.
Take her.
Barrage, don't get hit. Taunting.
Such an easy target.
Javelin, that's Tarsic, so...
Or I'll grab it. Yeah, reset.
Did you pulse, Mori?
Yep.
You pulse too, by grabbing it?
Yep.
Version spread. Okay, so then let's take double pulse.
I had no stack on that.
Dodge. Vaz, you're clear. You can reset. Overflow coming here.
You guys are gonna lose 2 more people. Nobody's stacking on them.
Yeah, I think the majority of people are dead. It's okay.
There's 4 people around that frost person that did not.
Take her.
Yeah.
I died.
I know. I watched you die with 4 people standing right beside you.
That's a good thing. Kill Cat, that's okay.
I must not have showered or something.
Well, the reason why I had so many stacks earlier is because nobody was.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Hold on,
No more. No more.
There, do you see where I'm at right now?
Where are you?
Blue behind you.
Pull the Spiro, guys. Yeah.
Can't be around here. So you're like standing right here. So every time I'm running back, you're getting hit by my pulse.
Okay, my bad.
That's fine.
I got confused with stairs.
Yeah, that's okay.
We seem to be getting the most amount of puddles, though, Jules, for us, unless other range GPS is running to our sections to drop. Like, did anybody drop ice block or anything with overflow in general stair area?
What? I think you're always gonna get hit by that.
You'll always get hit by overflow, yes, correct, but it drops a
No,
pool on the ground.
He's talking about in
afterwards.
Raid Chat.
Crushing Reverbeat. Yeah, it hits everybody. It knocks you back a little bit. Interrupts you.
You can technically, if you stand with the tank, split the damage with the tank. We're not doing that because me and Jules are using
But you'll
active
still get knocked back.
mitigation. Yeah, but you still get knocked back, like, even if you're on the side of it. Yeah, but if you're in front of the boss and crushing, like if you're stacked with us, it splits damage.
Yeah, you took by far the least amount of damage out of everyone in the raid last full Woozy, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Need to be aware of stacking though. We should have about 4 people stacking. We had plenty of people, but
Yeah.
I was getting double stacks on a puddle, and then at the end there, I should have been dropping my stacks, and I saw only 2 people together, and I
Can I get
made a
a,
dumb decision to go stack.
Are y'all actually using the Warlock portals to change sides, or just be honest with me?
Nope.
I use
I saw somebody use it.
Yeah, I can take a break too. A couple people asked to take a break. So.
Yeah, that's the problem I had too. Like my last 2 deaths, no one was stacking except for like 3 of us the whole time on poison side when we had.
Yo, Woozy, you actually did get killed because you split it with the tanks.
Omega lol.
Could have told you that. Yeah, I could have told you that answer. If he died from it, I mean, it does like maybe what 12, 13k damage to y'all. But if he died from it, I would imagine he split it with the. Yeah, he split.
Is there a bear thing back here? Somebody dropped.
Don't worry, I've done that a bunch of times.
That fight was a lot cleaner. So.
It made it to almost 50%.
Yeah, at the start of the fight, everybody on poison should be pretty much stacked up together.
Here's the question: is there a point, like, I think there is, but what is the point when there's too many people in a stack where it's just extra damage that we don't need?
4, 5,
Okay.
4. I mean,
4
3 to
or 5.
4. 3 to 4.
Because at some lesser amount, you start the people who are soaking it get 2 stacks rather than 1. So there's definitely a point when there's not enough people, and that's what was happening.
So the other thing is, if you soak an overpower as the group and then you stand there and finish your cast, you most of the time will get 2 stacks because you stayed in the pool for too long. So I saw somebody go from 3 stacks to 7 stacks because they finished their cast in the pool. Just because you sat in the pool after it got dropped and finished your casting, you know, you're giving yourself stacks. It's bad juju. Because realistically, let's see. Let's put this up.
I don't think I ever got over 4 stacks. It's just like, the only time I died is when I took it again at 4 stacks and didn't get any heals like right away.
I got bad RNG. I got both of the poison things on me personally, so I got up to 8 there.
Yeah, I stacked on you for both of them.
Yeah, I did too. And I think that was it. It's what yeah, I'm not sure what I should have done there. I mean, I don't know if 2 people in a stack is really, really bad, or if I should have just went and dropped stacks anyways and not even bothered, even though nobody else.
Yeah, that's okay though. Like, it's a 1 in 100 chance that it happens, right? So.
Okay, so like overall, oh shit, I forgot about Psycho.
50% chance, dude. You either kill it or you don't.
So you have 1 tank there, 1 DPS there, 1 DPS there. Let's just say this one person's going. Overall, you should have 30 standing inside. Like, you have like 4 or 5 range DPS that should be stacked up together at all times. If melee gets it, that means that's a 6-person coming out. Like, there's no.
Yeah, we definitely had enough people.
There's no excuse that like I need to have more melee come out of a melee. Like, I mean,
No, like I said, when I watched Cat die, there was literally 4 people around her, and not a single person moved to her.
Yeah,
and there was like one, like, the 4 compass points basically. She had 4 people fully around her, and nobody stepped to her.
Yeah, because that was my thing, is like, do we have enough range DPS and healers that it's like doable? I just spread it out, and it's definitely.
Yeah, it is. I don't see a shortage of people. I thought the basic premise that we were kind of, I thought the basic premise that we were going to follow was that ranged stayed stacked, but everyone's kind of. I mean, I get why can be problematic because you're trying to dodge the bullets and stuff like that. But I mean, overall, we can come back together.
You should just restack.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how big is that circle though? That circle's pretty fucking big, isn't it? Like 3
it's
yards maybe.
About the size of that marker.
Really?
Yeah, it's not very big.
It looks like it's as big as like the.
Well, the pool is afterwards, but in order to get affected by it, you have to be really stacked really tight.
Yeah, I'm talking about the pool. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about like absorbed damage. Like, how big is that circle?
Just slightly larger than the marker.
So it's not. Because it looked like it's like way bigger than that. It looks like it's as
Probably
big
like a
as the...
3 yard, like a 1.5 yard radius.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's small.
3 yard diameter. I mean, it's a good size. I mean, it's not too big, not too small. I would say it's just right.
Because it's like, do we?
How about this? Let's pretend it's the size of the marker where people attack tight enough to get it.
I think some people are just still getting used to it and they tunnel a little bit. I mean, I get it.
Are markers
But now it's
getting
time
put on
to-
people? Like, is triangle or anything getting put on people?
I don't like. You mean when they get the thing to stack? I don't think so.
No,
Not
but
that I
they're
recall.
shining big blue or green, so it's really easy to see who's got.
You have a point.
Ready check to see who's ready and who's. I don't know.
I'm here, but I just have weak auras open. I would have to close everything I'm working on right now.
All I'm saying, if I can see it and move to it on 4 hours of sleep in like the last 3 days, anybody should be able to.
Junk.
The sick helmet there is Alistair.
Y'all are free to use cooldowns outside of like those during inversion right now, healers and woozy. Like if you see the need to. You know, it's shitty because like Sex and Cat, for them to drop barrier spirit link, it has to be like us grouped.
Yeah, it's not very conducive to
Hey
this
Sex, are you here?
circle one.
Yeah, I'm here.
Drop. Can you get close enough that you can drop your barrier like where her front paws are, if you don't mind? I mean, we have 3 minutes before we're gonna pull, or you're ever gonna use it. So can you like drop your barrier for me up there? Like I just want to see how big it. So you could technically barrier all of melee, the way that they're standing overall, because it seems like melee standing on her ass for the most part. And Spirit Link could be dropped on all of melee as well.
Yeah, they like that crab spider ass.
Yo, are you running APT, Cat?
No, I'm not, but I can if you want me to.
That ain't gonna save us right now.
Sorry.
It's alright. Thug, you back?
I was watching the trailer for Zombieland 2. Shit looks funny.
That dropped today?
No, it comes out in October. But I hadn't seen the trailer yet.
I didn't even know. Yeah, what the fuck? First one was so good.
Alright, I'm already checked.
Did we change anything, or are we still sticking with what we got?
We're sticking with what we got, but at least I know healers can drop shit on melee, which could be beneficial.
Got it.
Can we house boss first, guys? Can we house boss first?
Boss up, guys. All that other good stuff.
Oh, wait, yeah, I'll,
5, 4,
don't pull, don't flat, don't pot. I'll drop another cauldron. Sorry. God, that's why we actually took a break. It's in the... Alright, when we're ready check to make sure people use their flasks and stuff. Because I like ready checks so much, and it actually tells me a lot. Alright, I'm gonna try, after tanking the boss, for a period of time to put a raid marker on each
3,
color that range
2,
can stay with.
1.
Okay, taunt. Okay, y'all's range have been marked. You are with those marks unless they change sides. If they change sides, then just play smart. I'm gonna have to drop a pull here, it looks like. Yep.
Oh jeez.
I had to use Devo there.
Taunt. Spread. Barrage, dodge.
Take her when you get a chance.
I think we'd taunt swap after a barrage, even if that's putting us at like 6 pool debuffs. On at least the second taunt swaps there. Yeah. Taunt. Yeah, I'll taunt here in this barrage. Fuck the hardcore on this wall. Okay, you have 7 stacks.
Yeah, I'll kill everyone if I do it though.
Oh, I don't have
You want me to kill everyone?
Man, just wipe, just wipe.
Kill them all!
Having a range marker benefits y'all to know where to go to stack. I could only do it at the start. It's hard as fuck for me to change it later on.
The only thing that I don't think like marking it on each person that gets the puddle thing debuff that doesn't help.
A mark and Zalisto got a mark, so that should have been when range was stacking on those 2 people.
I think like announcing that now in between pulls, maybe that's something that I thought would probably be helpful to people.
I mean, I just put it on somebody, the first person I could target while I was running out and dropping something else. Like, I'm gonna try to put a mark on somebody. However, if their marks change, then they can't, you can't follow the person across.
One thing to know, guys, if you have the mark, stay stationary, because I don't know if you've seen it from the other one when you're the non-mark person. It's quite a wide ring, so they can share the damage of that ring and not get any additional stacks and move out really easily by being at the outside of the ring. If you're shifting around, then they're gonna drop the middle puddle. Same thing if you're helping soak the puddle, don't stand on top of them. You don't need to be in the middle of it to soak with them. Stand to the outside of that ring. It's a 5-yard ring. Stand on the outside of the ring. You're only going to get the additional stack of the hit. You won't get any of the ground tick damage. It's very easy to take a half step sideways from the outside of the circle and not get any additional stacks. And then there's like maybe one person getting the 2 or 3 extra stacks, and then there's just one person that has to clear, not 3 people that have to clear now. So I see a lot of people like stacking on the central person. You don't have to.
Yeah, whatever he said. Sorry, I was sending messages to somebody. Change specs right here, actually. Fuck! I need to stop sending me fucking messages when I'm doing this shit. Yeah, so we taunt swap after that
5,
barrage.
4,
I'll taunt off of you
3,
every single time it seems
2,
like Jules.
1.
Edge of circle. Circles don't.
Take her.
Oh, I taunted too soon.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you gotta sit to the. How many stacks would this be? 2 extra stacks. Does the javelin
Edge of circles.
Take her.
version spread? I just royally fucked up this hole myself. You're gonna have to sit there, Jules, for longer. So I sit to 6 and you sit to 6 for that first barrage.
Take it 6 just each time? Is the 5 messing us up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we had... So you would have gone to 7 on that first barrage, and I dropped at 5. So we need to plan around barrage, because that's when I keep fucking up a pool close to the boss.
And were you about to ask, as far as like the javelin, if the opposite person does that pulse anything?
I think we determined that it does.
The javelin will pulse with who it hits and the person that gets it out. So
Well, but if you're of the mark that it's targeting, like I clicked this, or at least I thought I did, because I went to go click whoever this last javelin was, and it was a toxic one, and I was toxic, and I went to go click, and it didn't pulsate.
yeah, it's only... So my
So, like,
question is, has anybody tried to step in front from the opposite color of that javelin, and does the javelin come out from the center of the boss, or does it come out from like
There's an arrow
hitbox?
pointing.
It's on the arrow.
There's an arrow, and whoever it targets can move the arrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But does the actual javelin come out of her
Then-
center, or the actual, or the side of the hitbox that is?
I think it's the
center of the arrow.
Do you want us to try and soak it as far as melee? Do you want me to try and soak it?
I want you to try to soak it from standing underneath the boss, like in the middle under the boss.
Like right up under Gooch?
Yeah, right up under there. I want to see if it comes out of her center, if it comes out of like the hitbox, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Because her
look at it.
hitbox is better.
Can I suggest one thing? So we're getting a lot of like the overstacks, and then it goes into a second set of things out, then into an inversion. And I'm sorry if I pulled the boss here, but basically I'm wondering if we can get a marker like where I am here and a marker where I'm here. The first 2 stacks are a little closer to melee, so that whoever stacks in those circles, so we're gonna, I don't know if you want to put it like right on me there, yeah, and then the other one right here, so still outside 5 yards, all the range stacked to the outside of that circle, so that if people need to clear their stacks, which should be like the first couple people, they can go and clear early when we're not taking a ton of early damage. We're not getting any changeover. Because the first 3 or people doing it get like 3 or 4 stacks, right? And then, but there's nowhere for them to transfer that change. So they would have to either like run all the way over here to transfer it. If we stack it in the middle, people who soak are going to be right here as well. They just step out, and then they're just going to take turns immediately crossing over real quick and just clearing that stack. Because
So
basically
on the first overflow is what you're saying, right? Like after the first overflow drops.
before the first overflow drops, because then we're getting a second like puddle that people have to soak. So then you end up with like 2 separate groups of like 6 stacks each, and even though nobody's taking it, by the time we hit the inversion, like if one of those people who's soaked is taking the inversion, they're you're ending up getting.
But the puddles come out of either a tank dropping the puddle or the puddle.
No, not the puddle. The soak mechanic. I don't know what that's called.
Overflow.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. So the overflow. So we would put the first overflow on range side by side right there, and then y'all would immediately clear whoever was that soaked would immediately clear.
Because otherwise we're ending up with 2 different soak groups that all have about 6 or 7 each, 3 to 4 people aside. You have about 8 or 9 people with 6 stacks at the first inversion. And that's assuming we get hit by nothing. They all need to clear like right away. They're taking a ton of damage.
Makes
like
sense,
even
makes
playing the
sense.
mechanic perfectly. So if we can...
So what we're gonna do is you will stack on square and triangle, spread enough that you're not gonna cross stacks. Whoever it's on will then come out, drop it there. Sex tank, you're gonna barrier. And barrier should be big enough that if everybody all of range DPS moves towards the boss, barrier should be big enough to absorb the damage on melee and ranged at the same time. And then everybody that soaked that first overflow clears. So the people that are at 3 stacks clear.
We don't have to clear it all at once. Like it's not like an immediate we need to clear. They can clear it like one at a time kind of thing.
Well, barrage
they can just slowly
within,
do
like,
it.
5 seconds after that, so we need to like do it
That's fine.
clear fast.
They can dodge it.
Just having that option to clear before that time when everyone's already got 6-7 stacks is a big thing, because that's the situation I found myself in too. Is like I have nowhere to clear.
It'll be better to put our healing cooldowns to use and let y'all clear together than spacing it out. Use the barrier as 20% reduced damage. Cat can drop healing tide when we're actually grouped up, and she's gonna get benefit out of it. And we're just gonna allow everybody that soaks overflows to dip into to dip in, and let's see how that works this time. And Woozy will rally it. Ready, check.
Which means melee, if you get it, you're coming back to those marks, just so we have a place to clear.
I mean, they should be good where they are, I think. A bit closer. There.
We don't want an entire clusterfuck.
Well, it gives melee somewhere that they can safely clear their marks as well, because those 2 puddles will stay there the whole fight, technically. They will never move.
Okay.
Alright, my boss first. But yeah, Jules, let's go to 6, because it seems like timing wise it's more beneficial.
3, 2, 1.
Stack on the markers. Clear. Barrier.
Yep, dip in.
How's Cat dead?
Take her.
Yeah, see, this works perfectly because I don't have any stacks going into this barrage. Somehow I got hit.
Such an easy target.
Okay, so Javelin, where were you standing to soak that?
I was like right by her back foot. I was coming up into it, but somebody needs to click it so I can get out of it. Because I can't move even when I got this thing.
I'm such a fuck baddie.
Nobody fucking hit the javelin to clear it.
How many people are getting hit by barrage as well, which I'm sure is not helping you.
Just wipe.
Yeah, 6 is a lot better. It seems to line up perfectly.
Oh, I just got 3 killing blows. Fuck, guys, I'm
Honor
sorry.
kills.
That's legit my fault. I fucked up hardcore there. I got hit by like 3 barrages, arrows, so I apologize.
Can I make sure?
Cat died because nobody stacked with her when she moved forward to the marker. Nobody's there, and she just died.
I wasn't on the marker, so when I was running forward to the marker,
yeah, she was solo.
Okay, so the marker is for the first one. The second over, and then melee. I'm sorry, ranged DPS is gonna move towards the boss. After that, yeah.
Yeah, we just need to do it quicker, and then we all get spread out.
Because
the whole idea is just to have clear puddle.
Like, just get underneath. Like, don't waste a healing cooldown if we're dropping it. Like, I honestly think it's closer, like even closer than like to there. There's gonna be room for melee behind the boss. We can group up during the clear or barrier healing purposes. Like. But make sure you get to those marks. Like I saw somebody like 2 seconds before.
Are you moving her? Are you moving her at all, like from where she is, or are you tanking her right there?
No, she moves back towards the wall like a good 3 or 4 yards. Still.
Okay. Alright.
So there should be room for y'all to drop.
Do we have a crappy feast?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, I have a shitty feast too.
A bunch of people didn't die the previous time, so I forgot.
So are you wanting melee to stack as well?
You're stacking on
just for the healing.
Your side. Like you should be on her ass. Just don't stack.
Yeah.
All of y'all. Like yeah, just be under the barrier. There should be room. Don't panic. Keep the level head. Just get under the barrier, so that way we're getting the most out of the barrier. Junkie, ready now?
Yeah, that was
the whole idea is just to have a set place to dump before.
I understand the idea, but like
5,
the last pull,
4,
the frost
3,
one was way
2,
far over.
1.
Yeah, it's gotta get on that mark. Has to get on the mark. Okay. On the marks. If
4
you
stacks
still-
clear.
Drop the barrier.
Everyone
clear. Macho, Cat,
Now
Boss.
we
They're
move
way
it.
too close together.
Yeah, take her.
People are crossing really badly.
I'm not even like trying to tank anymore. Rip. How do people cross?
Because so, if you want to look at me real quick, the puddles are right here, and so people are coming from this side trying to go to this one, and people are coming from my side trying to go to this one. So there's just this little area right here, and everyone's trying to go to the puddle, and
they have
it
fucking
became a
inverted.
clusterfuck like I thought. It became a clusterfuck like I was
Because
trying
they
to say
haven't
earlier.
inverted, so you haven't run across. So we're just literally.
That's why everyone moves forward except for like the 2 to 3 people who helped soak.
It was
and then they
like-
just stay behind and they go and click the other puddle. That's why I think we should just do it separately, because everybody should just spread after that first puddle rather than do a bubble. Is my idea, is just so there's an area to do it. But
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the sky. I didn't even realize I didn't die.
so I think it's easier clearing one at a time. I think the idea is just to have a set point for puddles is what I was suggesting.
Yeah, they don't need to be that close together. Maybe just a little bit of space between them and a little bit further from the boss, and how they were.
I think they're fine where they are. Just we don't all go running afterwards and try and get close enough to bubble. I think everybody just spreads out like normal from there on in, and then people take it upon themselves to periodically clear early.
Alright, then if that's gonna be the case, just get the fuck out after we drop the first puddle. And don't, unless you're part of that first soak group that gets the overpower and you stand in range or that one melee that comes out, then nobody should be like running back and forth. Like, you're not working on like if Junk doesn't get overpower, he doesn't have to go out and try to reset his stacks. Like, just so that's clear for everybody. Like, but if you soak overpower, which theoretically, okay, this is what we're gonna do. My healers stack on those marks, and Mori and Shock. If you are not one of those people, okay, as long as Mori and Shock are different colors, whatever. My healers, Mori and Shock, stack on those marks. If you are not those people, you do not stack on those marks, and you do not have to clear the first overpower after it drops. Does it make sense? Everybody clear? So you don't have to soak it. Range DPS, don't even worry about soaking it. My healers, Shock, and Mori are the only people that are soaking that first one. Okay. I think there's not a lot of healing to be had at that point in the first place.
There's not, and that's why I'm trying to get it out before the inversion.
Now, Sex, if you decide to drop your barrier on melee to help them absorb some of the damage, like drop your barrier where you want, I think it would be beneficial for us to use to absorb that damage, but it's on you to decide it or if you want to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm poisoned.
Okay,
y'all are perfect. Taunt. I'm dropping.
And don't be in the middle of those two marks so we can get across. So whoever's in between. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Are you still wanting me to try and take the javelin?
Yeah, if you can. Take her. Know how it works.
Do you want me to?
Right at the brush.
Do you want me to do it if I'm the opposite color, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, opposite color.
Clear now if you can. Stack.
Yeah,
before they
through me. Or at least I think it did.
Inversion, stack.
More needs people to stack on them. I'm gonna die.
Inversion spread. Barrage.
Let us recover before you clear stacks.
Jules is dead.
Yeah, no one was in range. I took full run of it.
I'm playing like fucking dog shit right now.
Reset it if you can.
Fuck.
Such an easy target. In the depths, everything changes.
And just to make that clear, because I thought it would have been obvious, but if you're helping soak, don't stand in between the blue and the green anymore, because that's where the people are going to have to cross to get to that puddle. So then just go out to the side of the room and spread, not in between, so people can cross pretty easy.
How much damage are y'all taking from? Alright, no Shock and Mori this time, just healers on those perks.
It's gonna leave one with 2 people, right?
Mm-hmm. I want to see how much damage it does. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, it's actually potentially more because
y'all are
Spencer
taking
gets the
like
stack
8.
too.
Yeah, we're dropping to like maybe 85% by the looks of it. So I don't.
We're doing feast.
Sorry.
I got it.
Personals.
So if
Sorry.
3 people soak, it should theoretically drop y'all to like 100 by 120k, so 60% HP. So let's do that. Healers only. So first bit, because I know y'all are gonna get split evenly, so it's easier for me to say that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soaps.
Boss, ill, cat needs to clear for sure. Now. Nope. Damn it.
Shit. Did not mean to go that way. No, it did hit me.
That one off him.
Stack on Mori.
Version spread.
Can someone click the javelin on jump? Anybody?
Taunt.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Kira, real MVP.
Sorry, I was trying to click it right as the version happened.
No, you're fine. At least you hit it.
Overflow, get ready to stack ranged. Jules, you also have to clear when you go out taunting.
Okay, stand to the outside of the circle.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was gonna happen.
Time to wash away the filth. I will pierce your heart.
Nice save. Yeah, sorry about that. Whoever was javelin.
No, I was saying you were the MVP because you actually did click it.
And then I froze you immediately, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. So how do we get frozen? I don't remember seeing that.
You don't
You're
move.
not moving.
Yeah.
So because you were javelin,
you got
and you
rooted.
didn't get rooted, or you were rooted that entire
Oh.
time.
Not
As
Gotcha.
soon as he freed you, you just instantly had your full.
Okay.
That's why I said I was playing like shit the last 2 pulls, is because I gotten frozen twice, both of those pulls, because I'm an idiot.
Need to keep moving.
But so much other shit I'm paying attention to.
I know. This fight, there's a lot of shit going on.
And I can't see anything, so like when Mori's like, y'all need to stack and somebody's gonna die, it's like I'm trying to look to see who the fuck's is on and where everybody's stacking, and I can't see anything.
You don't have to worry about that. I'll worry about calling out the stacks.
Want to buy
That's easy enough for me to.
Brewmaster tank to change out with, because time for me to DPS.
Don't you have a monk?
I said it's time for me to DPS. You have not seen my
Oh.
red DPS. I would be fucking blasting.
You don't have any wreck here.
Yo, I don't even have a weapon, but I'd still be blasting.
That weak shit out of here.
Mm-hmm. So he says.
Kira.
guys.
Whatever, guys. Let me get on my Frost DK. Frost Mark. Should be fucking good to go.
5,
Y'all are so fucked
4,
up, man.
3,
Salty ass
2,
group tonight.
1.
God, why do I keep getting Frostmark? Fuck this shit.
I hate the frost one.
Because you haven't learned the mechanic yet.
Okay, stacks are looking really good. Everybody's at 1. Good job, guys. Keep it up.
Just healers on this.
Taunt.
Just healers.
Cat almost took it.
Yeah, it was just me and one other person in there.
Take it.
I'm not gonna take until she starts casting Barrage. I think that's just better for her to stay in her position, and it gives me a chance.
Clear
to
stacks now if you need. No, it's gonna deal.
Dirty, Sextant, clear. Javelin, does that come out of like where the arrow starts? Somebody get up underneath there.
I didn't even see it.
Okay, taunt.
I stacked with you, Joe.
No, I know. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Well, did you need to go drop there?
It.
That's a no.
I hadn't hit 6 stacks yet.
Okay, so it automatically dropped at that on the Barrage. There.
It's not that it automatically drops. It's just it depends on whether she's doing the Barrage or the Javelin. She's not technically hitting us, so the debuff isn't going to stack as frequently as it will.
So I'm just asking on that Barrage, like it dropped off of that Barrage, I guess is what I'm more asking.
Yeah, during the either the Javelin or the Barrage, she's not technically hitting us, so the debuff isn't stacking.
Okay, so then I should have. So then it'll be a taunt early there. I won't wait till 6 stacks. I'll wait till as soon as I drop mine off and come back in.
It's not a time thing. It's gonna be random because she does Barrage whenever she's 100 energy. So it's not like it's an interval thing. It's you gotta be aware of it, I guess. I don't know.
One more pull. You're streaming, right?
Yeah.
I need the VOD, please.
Yeah.
Tonight.
I'll give you the Twitch link and then do a.
Yes, inversion does change the pools, Macho. Each time, so like it'll go poison to frost, like back and forth the whole time. Like it doesn't just change it once. So Cat got rocked to 60%. I mean, it's okay, right?
I think it was much more than that. Check
Yeah,
it
you
again
were down,
this time,
you
but
were down to like
I almost
20.
died. I almost died the last pull and this pull, and it put me at 5 stacks both times.
Then Mori and Shock are back in.
Roger that.
And maybe could you healing tide both those marks?
You mean Spirit Link?
Yeah. Would it be worth?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not using it really during the fight overall. Like,
Voss is lagging. He was running in place, and then he's said in chat that he's lagging out.
Alright, well, we'll just try it because I want data, so.
Yeah, I can Spirit Link between those two.
Let's try that. Spirit Link between the two. Please. And, I feel like this one's like not in the center. And these markers off and it's fucking bothering me. Okay. Spirit Link the first two, and then we'll just go from there. This fall is good now. You want me to do another ready check?
No.
Alright, we're just gonna...
Last pull of the night.
And...
5,
Oh,
4,
wow.
3,
Honestly.
2, 1.
Yo, it's whoever hits the boss fucking first that gets Frostmark. Fuck this shit.
Is it?
Yes. Every single time that I've pulled, I get fucking frost. I'm not pulling
sure about that.
Not guaranteed. Fucking-teed. Taunt. Okay, my soakers.
Get out of the middle, guys. Where's that poison puddle? Way at the back. Okay, I'm clearing.
Somebody immuned it? Maybe?
No, I think it was Fox because he's dead.
Yeah, he's lagging out.
Yo, I wish he could stand in the middle of her and not have to worry about like anything. Okay, so Cat, you're gonna take some pretty big damn.
Yeah. See, that's
Hope
what
so.
just happened.
Fuck this boss. Spread. So what's it's if she starts casting when you're less than 50% of resetting?
Ah, fucking sorry.
Boss, man.
Just a suggestion for the inversion. It may be conducive to let the person get off me. Let the person with the like the people who are switching sides who are now poisoned, if they can, like I keep having to run to the back to avoid the people coming from frost, but I need to move less because I have poison.
Just stutter step it. Like there's no huge must get there as fast as possible, right? Like
Yeah,
just
fair point.
I mean you get like halfway, you stutter, you get another halfway, you stutter, like there's no
Yeah, I didn't even see it. I should have avoided it.
I posted the Fat Boss guide in the raid channel. It's
guys, we gotta hit if you're low item level, and by low I mean under 430 by now, you have to hit keys this weekend. Like or we're gonna be in heroic again. I mean we're probably gonna be in heroic on Tuesday anyways, but we will be in heroic again for like a couple weeks. Like,
Yeah, that's the plan.
Like,
I have a
I'm not
doctor's
trying to.
appointment.
Yeah, I'm not trying to single anybody out, and this isn't going towards one person. But overall, if you're not sitting at rank 3 BIS essence, if it's attainable, like Oral Vein or Visions isn't. If you're not sitting there, then like we need to figure out how to get you there. And I'm more than willing. And Sex Tank and Cat and a shitload of us.
Thanks everybody for watching. Feel free to follow. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. Maybe Mortal Kombat. I'm not sure. I don't know. Have a good night. Bye.